Hey guys, I'm so excited. Thursday night Google Hangout with the Young Pro GoPro team. I am Kelsey Patterson, 25-year-old Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I'm so excited. I think I stay excited, but I'm even more excited tonight. One, I get to host this amazing call with you guys, and I get to introduce to you one of my friends. I get to call Whitney my friend because of Plexus. I don't get to call her my friend because we were friends before Plexus. We didn't even know each other before Plexus, but Plexus has made us friends, and I'm so stinking excited. You guys don't even understand, because Whitney is 27 years old, and she's Ruby, almost senior Ruby, and they just bought a house. I'm sure she's going to tell you about that here in just a minute, but she is absolutely amazing. We got to visit a little bit at convention, and in our team contest, we had a contest for a picture booth, and Whitney and three of her other downline won that contest, and I'd love for her to share a little bit about how she uses Facebook. I'm sure she will. She's pretty great. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Whitney Fuston.
Hello, everybody. Okay, I will start with, my name is Whitney Fuston, not Houston, it's with an F. I'm 27 years old. I'm a Ruby ambassador. I started when I lived in New Mexico in the middle of nowhere, and I now live in Texas. But I started Plexus just to lose weight. I didn't care what it was. I wanted to lose weight. I saw a friend on Facebook, and she had done great with it, and I said, sign me up. And I talked to Dusty Duncan about it, and she said you could even make money. I was living in middle of nowhere, New Mexico, on a ranch, about 2 hours from a grocery store that had decent groceries, not good groceries, not a lot of fresh vegetables, just some groceries. So driving to town to get a job wouldn't even be worth the gas money to get there. So I was looking for a way to make money, looking for a way to lose weight. So I jumped on board. I didn't taste it. I didn't care anything about it. I wanted to do it. I'd tried weight loss companies before, nothing worked. I thought, this is it. I'd been praying about it, and God placed it in my lap and pushed me on towards it. Thankfully, the good Lord was looking out for me, because he brought more to the table than what I initially thought. Plexus was way bigger than I could have ever imagined. So I started in November of 2013, and I lost weight slowly. It was really frustrating for me, because I'm do sit-ups at night and want a six-pack in the morning kind of person. So I wanted to lose weight a lot quicker than I was. So I had a lot of friends and upline and sidelines, downline helping me out with that, because I was getting frustrated. So my initial testimony was my financial testimony. My first paycheck, I called my upline to make sure Plexus hadn't made a mistake, because it was so much. I thought, there's no way you can make this kind of money in a network marketing company. And she said, no, that's right. You did it, So my second full month, I was in four figures, and I've gone up since then. And I'm now a Ruby ambassador a year and a half later. I'm making more from home using Facebook than my husband's job, working full-time, or my part-time job. So the financial blessings have been amazing. I've always been amazed at younger people buying homes. I thought that's never something me and my husband can do with our salary. We just can't even afford to save right now. I don't know how we can buy a house. And I remember listening, when I lived in New Mexico, listening to Kelsey's testimony, her on a call, and her saying that she was in her 20s and she was getting to build her dream home. And I started crying, and I knew I was in the right company. I thought, someday I can have my own home, because this girl is younger than me and she's doing it. So that got me fired up, and that was our new goal, is to own our own place sometime. So last month we ended up buying our first ever home. It's exactly what I wanted. It's an old farmhouse on some land. It's got a big barn, and about 5 acres, not in town, but close enough to town. So it's just perfect. As far as my health testimony, I just want to encourage you to be consistent, because it's, for some it will fall off quickly, for some it won't. It's different for all of us. So be consistent, and I'm Now I'm down 21 pounds, multiple sizes in tops and bottoms, and my hair's longer than it's ever been. My skin is clearing up. I don't have heartburn, acid reflux anymore. I'm sleeping better. I'm not drinking Dr. Peppers like I used to. I'm more concerned about what's going in my body. So I've gotten healthier all over because of Plexus. So it's been a godsend in both ways, health and wealth. And like I said, I had no idea when I started, and God placed this in my lap, and it was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. So be consistent with your business and your products, and you'll get there too. Don't give up.
Sorry, I had to find the unmute button. It took me a few seconds. So tell me about Facebook, because I know y'all, how many likes did you guys have or comments did you have on your challenge picture that you did?
I can't remember the final total, but we had over 350 last time I checked.
And that was in like 3 hours?
Yeah, really quick.
Okay.
All the girls on my team were always on each other's Facebook pages and always supporting each other. And it's funny because we all come from an ag background, just about. There's either ranch wives or rodeo wives, or we all come from an ag background. So that's been pretty neat to get to bring money into the agricultural community, because you don't join the ag field to make money. You join it because you love animals and you love what you do. So that's been really neat to join together on Facebook. And that's how we do our business, is through Facebook, because most of us don't live close to town. Like I mentioned earlier, driving to town would have been my paycheck. It would have wasted my paycheck because town was so far away. So we use Facebook. We post daily. I encourage posting 2 to 3 times a day. And we support each other's post, and we don't support it immediately. As soon as we see it, we like to wait an hour, 2 hours, whatever. So when we do go back and like it or comment on it, then it gets bumped back up to the top of the news feed. So we're constantly looking at each other's Facebooks and stalking each other, and just keeping it in everybody's newsfeed. We like to keep it interesting. You should see how many horse pictures we post. We're always posting pictures of being outside and being horseback, and this is what our office looks like for the day. So I've drawn more people to me by posting about my office and what it looks like, because I've got so many ranch wives in my friends on Facebook that they like that. They like being at home, and if they could make money, then that's so much better. So Facebook is definitely a tool that we've been given, and it's best to use it.
Talk about building relationships and things like that. I know that you're really close to, not your direct upline, but Dusty Duncan. She's a level or 2 up, and you guys talk like she's your sponsor. And so talk to me about how important that is, the reaching up and reaching down to build the relationship and to stay close to your upline.
I don't do a very good job of this to my further along the line, I don't guess. I mean, my goal is to play ball with those that want to play ball with me. So I have a Facebook group that I started, and I post in there just about every day. And those that want to play, that want to grow their team, I offer suggestions. They offer suggestions back. They ask questions. So I try to get in touch with everybody, and there's some that just won't, but there's a lot that they want to play ball, and they want to get that relationship with you. So I've got a bunch of their numbers. I text them. We talk mostly on a daily basis. I know I talk to Dusty all the time. I probably bug her, but we text. You know, one of my downlines, she's an old college friend that I'd kind of lost touch with, and we talk nearly every day now. So it's important to keep those lines of communication open so people know where they can go for help. I've talked to a lot of people that aren't in my downline, that aren't even in Dusty and Tammy's downline, that say they have no support from their upline, and that amazes me because we have so much support in this team. So that's been a really neat thing to see. I've never been around such supportive people.
I love it. I love it. That makes my heart happy. So talking about Facebook and your office and things like that, I saw a post about your husband and some ranch rodeo things that happened this weekend. I know you want to brag on him because it's pretty awesome. What an honor. So I think that it's important to tell about our everyday life. People on Facebook aren't friends with us just for Plexus. So I want you to brag on him and kind of tell us how you implement real life with Plexus.
Okay. Well, he was a part of a ranch rodeo team this past weekend in Fort Worth, and they won the big ranch rodeo. It's the $50,000 ranch rodeo. So he brought home quite a paycheck from that. And it was just a team of good, godly cowboys that would blow your socks off. I mean, they're neat guys. So you got to keep it interesting for everybody. You know, one of my friends has a really cute baby. So a lot of my friends have cute babies, but one of my Plexus friends has a cute baby. And so she posts pictures on her baby, and then she posts a Plexus post. And we like to engage people by asking somewhat silly questions. Like I made a post about my husband here a while back saying he's running through socks like you can't believe. So what's the best sock for the hardworking man out there? And I got so many responses to that. So engage your non-Plexus people with non-Plexus posts, and then so you can see who's watching, and then later come back with a Plexus post. And but you have to keep it half and half, or post about other things too to keep them interested, or else you're just going to get blocked.
For sure. I completely agree with that. And, before we were involved with Plexus, we had all these friends, and that's the people that we want on our team. We want to, like you said, the college friend that you hadn't had a relationship really, and then you started rekindling that relationship. And I have a few of those on my team, and it's like Plexus had brought our relationship and blossomed our relationship. And so I think that it's important for us to let people know what our real life is like. I know my brother's gone to nationals, and so my mom's been posting a lot about that. It's amazing. I love how you said that since Plexus, you're able to be more conscious of what you're eating and how to be healthy. And I absolutely love that, because I feel the exact same way. So, I just want to know, do you have a challenge for us and everything that we can go and take away from this? And can you tell us about that?
Yeah. My challenge is several things that kind of wrap it up. One is be patient and be consistent. It's not in your time getting people on your team, it's in God's time, and it's in their time. So just because someone says no right now, it doesn't mean no forever. It means I've got something going on, you haven't sold me on it yet. Don't completely forget about those people. I've got a girl that just today, she's been my Plexus customer, or she signed up to be an ambassador about a year ago, and she hadn't worked it at all. And she said today, okay, I think I want to start working the business. I haven't pushed her to do it, but she's wanting to play ball now, so I'm going to start playing ball. So be patient and know that it's all in their timing and God's timing. It's not in yours. As much as you want it to be in yours, and as much as you want to be emerald or diamond, by next month or whatever it is, it's got to be in their timing. So my challenge is to grow yourself, work on how you're a leader. And I bought this book months ago, and I didn't open it like 8 or 9 months ago. I never even read it. So I just started reading it. I decided it's time to grow on myself and make myself be the leader that people want to follow, as opposed to telling them things that they're not going to follow. So that, and get out of your comfort zone, because this is entirely out of mine doing this tonight. It makes me almost get a little shaky and want to cry a little bit. So get out of your comfort zone. That's the only way you're going to grow. And that's in everyday life, but get out of your comfort zone and make phone calls and take yourself out of the equation. You have something amazing at your fingertips. Share it with people because they need it.
Oh, I love that. That's so awesome. So one last thing before we end this and everything, can you tell me about convention?
Yes, I can. I thought I believed in the products going into convention. I'd lost weight. I was making money. I was changing other people's lives. but I didn't believe like I should have believed. Going to convention completely changed everything about it. I cried more than I've ever cried. I've laughed more than I ever laughed. It was such a neat, supportive, powerful, group of women and men to be around. So that's another thing that changed my business is getting plugged in. I'd been hearing things from Dusty and from my upline, and it didn't really hit me until I went to Super Saturday in January of this year. And the people were saying the same thing, but I just heard it different. I'd been looking for that magic thing to do to grow my business, and there's no magic thing. It's sharing with people and being a better person and getting people to follow you. So get to convention, get to leaders retreat. There's a contest going on right now. You need to get there. You need to see this in person. You need to stay plugged in because that's what makes you grow.
Awesome. So do you and your team, how do y'all stand about meetings and events and things like that?
We are pretty scattered out. I've got some in East Texas, North Texas, New Mexico, and you know how big Texas is. It's not a quick trip to drive around and go to meetings. So I've got a bunch of leaders on my team and my downline that are going to meetings in their area and sponsoring for the other people. We try to do Zoom calls, we try to do 3-way calls, and we do meetings. I encourage that so much because it grows you as an individual, and it gets, when people can hear that in person versus just you sending them a text or a Facebook message. So get people to your meetings. I had one girl in New Mexico, in Twyla, Kate's downline, and she had a meeting and signed up everybody, I think, in that meeting as a customer or an ambassador. So meetings are so, so important. So get to meetings. If there's not one in your area, put one on. If you're not capable of putting one on yet, or you're scared, call your upline, call a sideline, call somebody, they'll come help. That's what Plexus is about.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you so much for being on this call. You're amazing as an individual, as a leader, as a Plexus ambassador, and I am honored to call you my friend. And I'm so thankful for Plexus to bring us and bring other relationships about, and it's just completely life-changing. I know you'll agree with me. So I hope that everyone on this call or watches this video gets as much as I got. I have like a whole page of notes that I've been sitting over here writing because she's full of knowledge and full of wisdom, and some things we know, but we just need to hear again. And so if you're dealing with anything, we're excited to help you. We want your business to grow, and so does your upline. So please contact your upline if you have any questions or you want to grow your business. We're excited for you. We want the best for you. And I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and we'll be talking to you next Thursday.